What's up, guys? Robin here with AriesFireTarot. So I have your daily tarot card for Tuesday, July 14th, and we're using the Starseed Oracle card deck. And the card I pulled for you today is the Void. So pretty interesting even just to look at it. It's a little bit spellbinding. So let me just turn on my auxiliary light here so we can have a look at the companion book, and I'll talk about this card to you in... Oh boy, how's that? Blinding much? Okay, so stop, embrace winter, and the great cosmic womb. That is really brutal lighting, I'm sorry guys. So everything and nothing exists in the void. It's where all life begins and ends. It's the winter and the womb. The fertile darkness where all things originate and all seeds grow. Comforting and intimidating. Freeing and daunting. It can feel both overwhelmingly small and huge. The void is where faith lives. Love that. The message of the void is surrender to the unknown, to allow the fertile darkness of nothingness to nourish the new seeds growing within you, regardless of whether you know what they'll one day become. You're being called to surrender to the mystery of what's next. To rest and to allow the winter of your life to do the work for you, to hand over your control and trust that just because you can't see what's happening beneath the surface, it doesn't mean things aren't at work. The greatest weavings happen when we find a way to surrender and trust that our life is being knitted for us. Wow, this is just so poetic, you guys. Right beneath the surface, it's in ways known and unknown. Now is the time to cultivate faith and allow deep, deep rest. The void often surfaces in the end of a chapter or life phase, when we're called to let go of all that we know and identify with. When you're in the void, it can feel scary and as if you should be doing something. However, when this card appears, it's a sure sign that the most productive thing to do is relinquish control and surrender to the changing mystery of your life. Unbelievable. I love this. So the Starseed Soul Inquiry, guys, is how are you being called to surrender to the unknown mystery of your life? You maybe want to ask yourself that question. And, how's your faith doing? Can be very difficult when you just don't know what's going to happen next. It just like, where do you go next? And this is where you're meant to trust spirit without hesitation, which if you're just new to an ascension path and being guided to listen to your higher self and your angels, source, God, you feel like you're floating in deep space, and you are, but you have to trust that space because we're all part of the universe, you guys. And I find it funny that I pulled this card. Like, I pulled it, I didn't read it, and I put it in the companion book, and I set it to the side. And then I did your reading for Monday. And it's talking about an offer coming in and not being able to, or like finding the strength within yourself to set your ego to the side and be grateful for the offer. So I find it very, very, very coincidental and also deeply meaningful that this happened to come out, without me knowing what the other cards said about each other. And it's like, sometimes the divinity of the cards that I pull on your daily readings, they just really blow my mind because I don't plan the readings other than, I'm using this deck on that day. And maybe I'll pull this card out and set it to the side so it's ready for when I read it. So there is a deep mystery, and it does require a deep faith on your behalf to let go and sort of step out into the void, and it's trusting yourself to be able to tune into the divine, the almighty universe, God, source, your angels, and understand that, it's never failure, you guys. This card is really moving me quite a bit because I've had an experience lately where my whole world was turned upside down and I just didn't know what to do next, but I felt really, really calm, you know? And things are not back to what I would call normal right now, but I still feel really calm. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I still feel like everything's okay. So that's what this card is trying to tell you, that everything is going to be okay. And everything will happen in divine and perfect timing, and that you are loved. And I love you guys. So, on that note, bye.